Ever had an error message accidentally leak sensitive system paths or internal details to your users? We'll see how FastMCP 2 gives you precise control over error visibility, masking internal exceptions while still letting you expose safe, client-friendly error messages. You'll learn the difference between resource error and standard exceptions, and how to configure your server to protect sensitive information without losing debugging clarity. From FastMCP, import FastMCP. From FastMCP exceptions, import resource error. MCP equals FastMCP. Name equals data server. At MCP resource//safe error. Def fail with details, SDR. This resource provides detailed error information. Hash resource error contents are always sent back to clients. Hash regardless of mask error details setting. Raise resource error, unable to retrieve data, file not found. At MCP resource//masked error. Def fail with mask details, SDR. This resource masks internal error details when mask error details equals true. Hash this message would be masked if mask error details equals true. Raise value error, sensitive internal file path, etc. secrets conf. At MCP resource, data//id. Def get data by ID, SDR, dict. Template resources also support the same error handling pattern. If id equals secure. Raise value error, cannot access secure data. Elif id equals missing. Raise resource error, data ID missing, not found in database. Return id value, data. This demonstrates controlled error handling in resource-oriented architectures. The pattern distinguishes between user-facing errors and internal failures, using explicit error types to manage information exposure. What makes this distinctive is the separation of error visibility from error handling, where the system, not the developer, controls what clients see. The approach works by categorizing exceptions at the framework level. Resource error exceptions always propagate details to clients, while other exceptions respect the server's masking policy. This creates a clear boundary. Developers signal intent through exception types, and the framework enforces security policies consistently across all resources. This matters because it solves the tension between debugging needs and security requirements. Developers get full error details during development, while production systems can mask sensitive information without code changes. The pattern is particularly valuable in multi-tenant systems, API gateways, or any scenario where you need to expose services while protecting internal implementation details. Let's break it down. From FastMCP, import FastMCP. From FastMCP exceptions, import resource error. Imports FastMCP, the core class for creating AI callable resources, and resource error for explicit error handling. This establishes the foundation for defining resources that expose controlled error details to clients. MCP equals FastMCP. Name equals data server. This initializes the FastMCP server instance named data server. This central object routes all resource requests, handles error masking policies, and manages the connection lifecycle for AA callable endpoints. The name parameter identifies this server in logs and client connections. At MCP resource//safe error. Def fail with details, SDR. This resource provides detailed error information. Hash resource error contents are always sent back to clients. Hash regardless of mask error details setting. Raise resource error, unable to retrieve data, file not found. This defines an error-transparent resource endpoint. By raising resource error, It guarantees the exact error message reaches clients unchanged, even when mask error details is enabled. Use this pattern when clients need precise failure information for debugging or recovery. At MCP resource/masked error. Def fail with mask details, SDR. This resource masks internal error details when mask error details equals true. Hash this message would be masked if mask error details equals true. Raise value error, sensitive internal file path, etc. secrets conf. This endpoint demonstrates error masking behavior. When mask error details equals true in FastMCP configuration, generic error messages replace sensitive details like the exposed file path, preventing information leakage while maintaining error handling. The pattern contrasts with ResourceError, which always exposes its full message. At MCP resource data//id. Def get data by ID, SDR, dict. Template resources also support the same error handling pattern. If id equals secure. Raise value error, cannot access secure data. Elif id equals missing. Raise resource error, data ID missing, not found in database. Return id value, data. This demonstrates FastMCP's template resource pattern with dynamic path parameters. The id in the root becomes a function parameter, enabling REST-style resource access. It maintains consistent error handling behavior, resource error, exposes details while value error respects masking settings. FastMCP error handling pattern. The duality between resource error and generic exceptions creates explicit control over error transparency, where security and debugging needs coexist in the same system. Errors raised from template resources follow identical handling rules as static resources, maintaining consistent behavior across all URI patterns. The mask error details setting becomes your global security policy, while resource error serves as the deliberate exception to that rule.
The error that reveals itself is the only error that can be trusted. Yet the error that hides itself is the only error that can be safe.